So a year ago, you said that it was undisputed that it was permitted to use a private email server as Secretary of State. But this report makes it clear that you did not comply with the department email policy. Can you say today that you did not break the rules?
This report makes clear that personal email use was the practice for other secretaries of state. And I know that because it is well known, it's pointed out in the report. But it was still a mistake. And as I've said many times, if I could go back, I would do it differently. I know people have concerns about this. I understand that. But I think voters are going to be looking at the full picture of what I have to offer, my life and my service, and the full threat that Donald Trump offers our country. And I have confidence that they're going to be making the right decision. Just today, it was reported that Donald Trump has clinched the number of delegates he needs to be the Republican nominee. That means an unqualified loose cannon is within reach of the most powerful job in the world.
But this report said that you, quote, had an obligation to discuss using your personal email and that you didn't. So how can you really say that it was allowed? Was it an error of judgment?
Well, it was allowed, and the rules have been clarified since I left about the practice. Having said that, I have said many times it was a mistake, and if I could go back, I would do it differently.
Trump and Sanders are now talking about debating one-on-one. What do you think of that?
Well, I'm looking forward to debating Donald Trump. I am very much anxious to be on the debate stage with him, to draw out the contrast, to make the points about his background, his dangerous and divisive rhetoric and policy suggestions, because I want the American people to have a very clear understanding of what the choice is in this election.
Would you join with them, though?
Well, I understood they said that was a joke, and I'm going to look forward to debating Donald Trump.
You've talked a lot about unity lately with the Democratic Party. Have you reached out to Senator Sanders yet about having that conversation?
Well, we are certainly communicating between our two campaigns, and I know that we're both trying to do our best in the upcoming contest, but I have every reason to believe that after June 7th, we will begin to unify the Democratic Party. That's what I did after the 2008 primary season was over, and I'm very sure that, as Senator Sanders has said himself, he wants to do everything he can to defeat Donald Trump, and we have to be a unified Democratic Party to do that.
Are you willing to make any concessions, policy platform concessions to Senator Sanders?
Well, we're going to go through the process. We're going to be talking about everything. That's what one does in preparing for a convention. But we're going to go into the convention unified, we're going to come out even more unified, and we're going to defeat Donald Trump in November.